what is the most attractive party activity for the young born in the 1990s in China recently? Video game, dining together, both are correct. Both take its place, but the answer I'm going to give today is script murder. According to iMedia survey, among the popular offline entertainment favored by Chinese consumers, script murder has now ranked the top three. It's next only to watching movies and fitness sports, and it's still growing. Moreover, its audience is a mainstay, consumers aged 26 to 40, accounting for 77%. By 2020, 50,000 script murder shops had been opened across China. I realized that Three Kingdoms Kills and Werewolf, those used to be our favorites during our study stay in France, I didn't hear them anymore. Instead, the words script murder became the dominant board game category. So, what is script murder? Originally from Europe and the United States, called murder mystery game, which was introduced into China and changed name to script murder as literal translation, taking place in specialist escape room-style venues, taking over 4 hours, even 2 or 3 days. Players are each given a character with a complex backstory and costume, and are then thrown into an immersive environment to rummage around for clues and interact with other characters as they attempt to solve a crime. That means you experience a ready-made life. Players take on different roles. You could be a detective, you could be a murderer, you could be the last innocent suspect. There are 6 main types of script murder: inferential, emotional, return, faction, immersion, and mechanic. These 6 types, different emphasis. Inferential apparently is to solve the crimes. Emotional is to experience emotional choices. Return is to return a complete story. Faction is to be against a different faction. Immersion is to be immersed in a story, experiencing a special world. Mechanic, as well, certain game mechanics are set up to advance plot clues. How did the script murder evolve in China? It was in 2016 that script murder began to be known by the mainstream in China. In that year, HBS, Hunan Broadcasting System, launched a variety show called Who is the Murder? The main content was to organize a group of stars and let them play different roles to solve a mystery. Star guests contributed various jokes and memes during playing. This show gave the audience an inspiration. The detective work could be so full of fun. I can do it too, and I want to try. Thus, superstars educated this market. In the following 1 or 2 years, many witty shops of board games in China transformed themselves into script murder shops, and the script creators began to enter the market. Around 2018, VC for Werewolf finally came to notice this lucrative chance with great potential. Several online apps of script murder got millions of investment. Not only did script murder apps run very actively in the market, but also the distribution platforms emerged. For example, a platform called Black Detective was launched in 2018. On this platform, physical shops can purchase scripts, props, and related scenery decoration programs. By the end of 2020, this platform had 3,500 scripts with a monthly revenue of 15 million yuan. VC bet on the high growth of online apps, but did not expect that in 2019, offline shops of script murder began to grow quickly. The reason is online apps have poor functions or not as good as offline. Thus, there were 12,000 offline shops opened in 2019, 5 times of growth compared with 2018, whose speed could run parallel with milk tea industry. While in 2020, the epidemic turned into the main driver to stimulate the outbreak of script murder market, both online and offline. The online outbreak happened in the first half year. People were quarantined at home due to the pandemic. Only online funds were available, and the script murder game became widely known. In the latter half of that year, offline activities began to break out. As in the middle of the year, all cities were lifted the lockdown and back to normal. People depressed by the epidemic had a retaliatory demand for socializing, and discovered that script murder is a combination of socializing and adventure with safety and immersion in a virtual life. Therefore, in 2020, despite the impact of the epidemic, the market size of the entire script murder industry was still over 10 billion yuan, with a year-on-year growth of 7%. By 2021, when the market is fully back to normal in China, there are other major events happened in the script murder industry. First, exhibits for this industry are growing. 18 exhibits of script murder had been held in 2020, while only in the first half year of 2021, the number of exhibits was as nearly equivalent as that of entire 2020. What is the exhibit exactly for? Distributors of script murder show new scripts. The offline shops come to experience and purchase, and the frequency of such exhibits doubled, indicating that both supply and demand are booming. Second, renowned IPs are getting involved in this industry. Some well-known IPs of web fictions, even video games and variety shows, etc., have mandated their workshops to adapt to the script murder, and some prestigious writers threw themselves into the script creation. Third, variety shows of script murder began to gain general recognition in the video industry and became leading type. Who is the Murder has launched sixth season this year and then followed by Room Escape, where the stars enter a sealed room with topic to work out the puzzles together to escape the room. Not long after that, video platform 爱奇艺 launched two variety shows of script murder in late May this year. Again, invited various stars to contribute a funny real place detection. HBS also did one thing very interesting, which is the fourth point I would like to share. Before 1st of May this year, HBS opened one offline experiencing shop of VR script murder. You see, it's also directing online traffic to offline. This shop is in big scale. During 5-day holidays of 1st of May, the cumulative number of visitors exceeded 900, with a total revenue greater than aggregated revenue of all other script murder shops in 1 month in Changsha. Guoyuan Securities forecast annual revenue of this shop could exceed 8 million yuan with a profit of 2.45 million yuan, 30% of profit margin. There are several reasons for his rising popularity. This shop offers an experience based on that variety show of Who is the Murder, which has been popular for 6 years. For a common shop, 50 scripts is considered sufficient, while more than 300 scripts are available in this shop with different difficulty level. Well, in addition to sitting around the table playing the script, the shop also offers live action rooms, with the room themes ranging from medieval Europe to hospitals. Players can play live rooms from season 1 to 6 of Who is the Murder, as well as their own unique rooms. Does this sound familiar to you? This could be the next generation of theme park. Generally speaking, companies that have IPs take Disney as their goal. Both Fantasyworld and Wenheyuan are willing to turn content into a Disney-style theme park on the streets of the city to create a new model for monetizing. But what is the player really participating in traditional Disneyland? Substantially waiting in line to ride a roller coaster of different decor styles, such as the style of Donald Duck, Buzz Lightyear, etc. While with regard to the shop of script murder, if we regard it as the new theme park, it also creates dramatic green, where the players are designed to get their social connection with a script enriched the content. The player can experience much more in this ring than just sitting in a rocking chair with safety belt. It also provides stronger narrative services compared with Disney Resort. In this sense, script murder actually develops a more effective consuming model to allow consumers to experience itself, an evolution of relational content products. Let's brainstorm. What else can be done with the experience model invented by script murder? I think it could also be used for empathy education. Think about it.